Okay, well, joining us for Don's player now is Will Nightingale. Made his first full debut for the club against Carlisle last weekend. Well, it was a tough result for the team, but how does it feel to secure your first appearance for the club?
Yeah, it's good because I've been here since I was about 9, so that's a long time. I've worked my way through the age groups, so to finally make my first team debut is a privilege. But obviously, it was hard to look at it as a positive because of the result and that. So, but look on to the next game and try and improve from that.
Yeah, clearly it was a challenging part of the game when you came on. What kind of advice did the manager have for you, and how's he helped you along as you've come?
Well, at the time he was losing the game, so he brought me on to try and make something happen and try and make a difference and get in the box and try and get on the end of something. But he's been just like helping me every day in training and that, because centre back's a sort of new position for me, so he's just been giving me like little tips with positioning and that, and he's just trying to make sure that I'm confident and make sure that I'm ready for the first team, and I've just got to take it the same as like how I do with 21s games. It's no different, it's just a game of football, but I've just got to, it's just trying to prepare me really.
Yeah, well, you were just saying centre-back's new position. You came on in midfield in the game.
Yeah.
Which one would you prefer to make your own? Which position do you reckon?
Well, I always used to say centre mid because I played there up until about under 18s. Probably last year was when I first started playing centre back, but now I feel like I'm a centre back. I'm starting to get used to it with the positioning and stuff, and obviously I've got Ards helping me out with it, and Coxey and Reevesy now in the 21s. They've both, Coxey and Reevesy have both played centre half, so they know the position well. But I feel like my attributes are better suited to centre back, so centre back.
Well, having been at the club since you were 9 years old and obviously working your way all the way through the ranks, does this show just how determined you are to succeed, making your way through and not giving up?
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of boys come and go, and it feels like I'm sort of the last one left really. But like, I know I've not made it by no means at all. I've only just like sort of on the fringes to the first team and playing 21s, so I'm doing well, but my aim is to obviously be established as first team. Obviously I'm still young and that, so I've still got time, but I've just got to keep working hard and keep wanting to achieve really. So.
Well, it's not been easy though, has it? You suffered a few injuries.
Yeah.
But how much do you owe to Mark Robinson, the coach, and making it here now?
Yeah, a lot, because I got a 2-year scholarship at under 18s level, and first year didn't play many games, and the second year was the same as well. I've had quite a few injuries, and obviously Mark Robinson has shown a lot of faith in me by letting the gaffer know what he thinks of me and pushing for me to be kept on and get a 3rd-year scholar, extend my scholar, because injuries has been a problem. So thanks to Mark, I've managed to stay on, get another year to show what I can do, and then from that I've managed to get a pro from that. So I do owe a big thanks to Mark. Obviously I just had to trust him as well, so I owe thanks to both of them, sort of thing. But now I just want to try and prove them right and repay the favour.
Well, having captained the academy team, do you see yourself as a leader, and do you think you can bring them qualities towards the first team as you integrate yourself?
Yeah, I'm getting better with it. Like with obviously Reevesy telling me and that, and Coxey, like I'm starting to talk more, and it feels like I'm starting to come more of a character sort of thing. But that's the difference when I step up to first team, even in training, or even if I'm just in the squad for a first team game, I've got to make sure that I talk, and I can't go within my shell sort of thing. Like I've got to be like the same as if I would be for a 21s game. Like you've got to help each other out on the pitch, and that it don't matter whether you're a quiet lad or not. You have got to stand up and be counted for and help each other out. You've got to talk on the pitch. So hopefully I can just keep learning sort of thing and start to be more of a leader. But yeah, definitely.
And now as you're integrating yourself into the first team, how easy has that been? Is it easy? Are they making you feel welcome?
Yeah, there's players that are making me feel welcome, because obviously I'm training with them most days of the week, so I'm getting to know them better as players and that. But yeah, it's good. But obviously I've still not fully made it in there, so I just need to, when I get my chance, I've got to show what I can do, and then they can really start to see me for sort of player I am, sort of thing.
And as a defender, how tough is it to deal with strikers such as your friend Akinfenwa on the pitch, and how would you deal with a player like that?
Well, it is a great test in training, because you don't really get too many Adebayo Akinfenwas out there. So like you'll get strikers that are big targets, hold up men, but he's one of the best at that, so I've got to try and learn how to deal with him and then put that into games if I come up against players like that. Like they're coming up against tough players in training, which is good, so then I can learn for the games. But like even in our 21s games, we're coming up against people like Danny Kedwell and that, who are Football League strikers. So, and I've dealt with them in 21s games to a certain extent. So I've just got to keep trying to learn in training from the more experienced players and just get better and better. But I've still like I'm at a stage where I'm learning sort of thing. So I've just got to, now that I'm fit and everything, I've just got to get a run of games and just try and keep learning, really.
And going back to the academy, do you think this is one of the best academies around, having brought you your success so far?
Yeah.
And do you think there's many players that are going to make it like you have so far?
Yeah, well, there are a lot of good youngsters in the 18s and in the 21s, and Ardley's shown that he is trying to bring through the youngsters. Like he's played Ben Harrison, he's played Tom Beer, he's brought on George Oakley. I'm starting to get in there. David Fitzpatrick's made his debut, so he does show that he can trust. But it's not a case of just throwing us on there. It is all down to us, really. Like there's only so much he can put his trust in. He can only do it if we're performing in training and in games. So as much as he wants us to make it, which he does, he's told us he wants us all to get a chance, sort of thing. But it's all down to us how we do. So.
And now looking forward, for you, what is the next step for you? What are your ambitions? And also, obviously, with Accrington Stanley at the weekend,
yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, the main thing for me is to just keep fit playing games. I've played the last 6 on the bounce now and I feel like I'm all fit and it doesn't feel like I'm getting nowhere near getting a little problem or anything. So, but my ambitions are just to keep playing well for the 21s when I do, and if I get a chance to play first year, I've just got to show what I can do and do how I've been playing in the 21s and take it the same, and then hopefully I can just try and establish myself as a first team player. I'm still only 19, but that is the aim. So
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Will.
No worries. Cheers, man. Thank you. Cheers.